All right, so Personal Jesus by Johnny Cash. This is from his album released in 2002 called American 4, The Man Comes Around. It was produced by Rick Rubin, and it's John Frusciante playing these guitar parts. And I had never even heard of this song till I was watching the Super Bowl last weekend. And this was on one of the commercials. And, you know, a lot of the commercials were great, really funny, hilarious, like so slickly produced. But this one stood out to me because it's just a series of photographs with this song playing. And it was really stripped down, you know, a stripped down song and a stripped down production. And I just really, really liked this song. I thought, you know, a lot of people probably have seen this and would like to learn it. And funnily enough, when I finished watching the game, I checked my email, and the first email I got was some guy asking for this song. So here it is. Now, if you go to my website, I always write articles on all these songs that I teach. So, you know, I put little song facts and things that you might want to know about the recording or who was involved kind of thing. So make sure you check that out. But let's get into it. So we're in E minor for this. And I'll do the acoustic part now, and I'll do the slide part after. And be forewarned, I'm not the greatest slide player. But let's get into the acoustic. So it's all based around this lick. Such a great lick, so cool, so hypnotic. So how are we going to do that? We're going to hit the open E, and we're going to pull off from the 3rd fret, and then we're going to upstroke on the E note on D2, and then we're going to go back to the 3rd fret on the E string, low E, upstroke again on the D and A strings, and we hit the low E in between, and we upstroke again, and we end it with that. So really slow. Again, I'll go as slow as I can. So that lick happens over and over, and then eventually the singing comes in. And I'll just play it up to speed a couple of times. And that's what I would do if you're learning this. Just get this lick down so it's like automatic, so you don't even have to think about it. All right? And then eventually we're going to go to the A chord. That's where we're going to get there. We're going to upstroke on the G and the E string, and then hit the A, the open A. And that, and I put a little bend on that, and then you hit the open A again. And then we're going to do this. All right, so it's just the G note, and then we're upstroking and downstroking. Whoops. We're hammering that on while we hit the low E. It's such a cool lick, it's got such a great feel to it. And then that goes on a whole bunch of times. And, you know, you have to listen to the track to get where these changes are, or you can get the tab that I made because that follows it, you know, perfectly. And in my demo, I just did the first verse, and then I cut straight to the ending, so I skipped the whole second verse. So now eventually we're going to get to this other section. I'll just play it one time. So we're going to start with that low E, and then we're going to upstroke on this power G chord. So da 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 da. Everybody's going to strum a little bit differently, but I tried to copy his strumming as close as I could. Then to a D. Da 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 da. And then an A minor. And then we got this E minor, and then the C major 7, and I play it like that. You could fret that note too if you wanted, but I like it better like that, just muting that D string. So back to the lick. And then it does it again. Then it goes into that section, which is just like an F sharp 7. And if you can get your thumb, around to get that note on the low E string, do it. But my hand is short, so I can never do those and get that high E string. You got that, and then down 1 fret. So if you can do it, but I don't do that. So I'm just there, and then to the lick. And how we get into that is just G, and I just hit the note, but you could probably hit the whole chord there. Da 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 da, up down, right? Da, 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 da. Lick. And then we go in the whole second verse, all right? And it's almost identical, except for instead of doing this G part twice, we do it once. And then we're going to go straight into the A minor, E minor, C major 7 part. And we skip the G and the D, all right? So... And the timing on that is, right, we can hit that G again. And we're off on that E minor, whereas before we're on the E minor, on the on beat. And then we're all right, so I'm just inserting this after I shot the whole video because it's a little part that I forgot. It's not a big thing, but it's a little nuance at the very ending of the song. We're doing this. It's that lick right there. Instead of going, he's going. The first time, it's just regular. Second time, it's this. really thought that was the coolest lick. They're really funky. Okay, and that's the end. And then just the E minor, ending on the B string, and then hit the high E later on. Okay, so that's it. Those are all the acoustic parts. I'm just going to change over, get my electric, and we'll go over the slide part. All right, so now we'll have a quick look at the slide part. And as I said earlier, I'm not the greatest slide player, but this is what he's playing. So we're just going to put the slide on our little finger, and we're just going to play the same lick. Except instead of doing that, we're going to slide up to that E note on A7. And that just goes on and on and on. And then we go to the A. And you're just going to do that. Just like the acoustic. And then he's going to go, right, just power chords. G, F sharp, and then back to the slide part. And what I find useful is when you're doing that A, to go upstroke on your pick, because if you go down, you might get, you know, those other strings. All right, so that's the basic lick, E lick, and the A lick. And then on the G part, just going to go power chords here. So G, D, so 1, 2, 3, 4, dun da dun da dun, right? A, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then E, C, so that's that, and then the ending part, which is just so it's actually a really simple part. And the sound I'm getting here is not what he's getting on that recording. I'm not sure how he's doing that, but I just have it on a basic Marshall. I'm using my Kemper. It's a 74 Marshall lead, and I've got like a medium distortion, and it's good enough. You know, it works okay. But those are the notes he's playing. So that's it for the slide part, and that's it for the song. Like I said, I never heard of the song until last Saturday, and it kind of blew me away. I just thought, wow, what a cool song. The guitar playing and the whole vibe of it is, I just love it. And then, of course, there's the whole approach to the lyrics, you know, which is subject to a lot of interpretation, I suppose. So I'm not going to get into that, but I just really dug the overall vibe of the song. And, you know, I hope you enjoy the lesson. I hope you get something out of it. I hope that it helps you to learn this song. And talk to you next time.